the year.
Yes,
every
indeed.
year. That's the timetable. Nels, a story caught your eye a couple of months ago, and I think you've been thinking about it sort of on and off ever since. This was a report that a 14-year-old British boy took his parents to court after they sent him to boarding school in Ghana. Tell us more. What happened and why did it impact on you?
So he's a young boy who it was all done quite anonymously at this particular. It was all reported quite anonymously at this particular moment. So he was getting, according to his parents, he was getting into trouble with gangs. They were finding things like money or maybe some weapons in his household, amongst other things. And then and they were finding he was wearing clothes that they couldn't afford to buy for him. So he had clearly had an income from somewhere. And they basically, long story short, they tricked him to go on holiday in Ghana and then left him there and then sent him to a very, very, I'm presuming, a tough boarding school. The boy has got in touch with I believe it's like a childline type of association in Britain, and then has taken his parents to court, to which the boy has since lost multiple court cases. Now, I have two perspectives on this. I have my perspective as a 40-something-year-old man who went through the exact same thing as the boy in the early 90s, and I have my perspective as a 14-year-old boy who was going through it at the time. If I was the boy, I'm doing exactly what he's doing exactly what I would have done if I had the opportunity to do so in the 90s. I would have sued my parents to smithereens. Right. But I didn't have those facilities back in those days. This was pre-iPhone. In fact, there was barely, I got sent to Nigeria, he got sent to Ghana. But we both got sent to tough boarding schools. As a 40-something-year-old man, I would say that this is the best thing that's happened to this boy's life. And I think one day he will come round, probably be in a show like this or somewhere else like that, and he'll come round to his way of thinking and think that, that really did save me.
Why does the 40-year-old take the view he does now?
Because I feel that, so there's many different things here. Number one, I think that culturally, intellectually, certainly, to discipline-wise, ambition, I think that being sent back home and sent to a boarding school, which is actually, again, a construct of behaviour and how you actually learn how the world works, and academic excellence, I think that was really, really good for me. But overarchingly too, I think that the trouble sometimes that you find yourself in as a young black child in inner city London, in the inner cities in particular, can actually be quite dark. And if you don't have that break, that way of cutting away from it, you can find yourself stuck in it for the rest of your life.
And looking back to you as the 14-year-old, do you now sort of look back and think, I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't?
Well, I don't have to, actually, because some people who didn't get the break, I saw happen to them. And some of them it ended disastrously for. When I say ended, I mean literally ended, as in off the planet. Yeah. So it's when I look at those situations, then I think you were childhood friends with me, and now you find yourself in a situation where you are either you lost your freedom or you've lost your life. And in those situations there, it really just makes me shiver. And I think to myself, but by the grace of God, quite literally, that was the company I was keeping. So I'm grateful to it. So look, he has my empathy. It's going to be a tough period for him, but he'll come out on the other end of it. He might spend a bit of time in a therapist chair, don't get me wrong, but I do feel that for the long term, once he gets back here and he goes to university, does everything else, and graduates from university and gets himself a great job and everything else, I think he'll be doing well for himself.
I can see why the story caught your eye. 19 minutes past the hour.